Hey, Bill.
Yeah, hey, Hunter, what's up, man?
You ready to tell him?
I think you should tell him.
Oh, okay. Guys, we're making YouTube content. Ooh. First video is out now.
True.
Go watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Go love it.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
We reacted to a house tour of the most expensive house ever made.
Called The One.
Today is the most epic of epic videos. We are...
Dude, no fucking lie. What, is this guy Austin Powers?
Hey, that's producer Michael, and you better put some fucking respect on him.
Dude, that's crazy. If he was like, groovy, baby, we got this shagadelic house right here, I'd be like, is that fucking Mike Myers?
And it's ridiculous. And we grew a lot from it. We
We learned a lot.
we learned how small my house is.
We learned how not to be wasteful with money in our house.
And we learned that grass can be scary, but it can be overcome. And if you want those answers, check out the episode now on our YouTube channel. And I appreciate it.
Yeah, we really wanted to make this content for all of our viewers and for some of the people who maybe don't have time to listen to our full pod, but we still want to get some Hunter and Billy.
And the goal is to do 2 videos a month. So the first one's out now. In about 2 weeks, the second one should be coming out. So 2 a month.
We hope you guys love it. If you guys do, like it, subscribe, stay with us. We have plenty more of ideas coming your way.
Psst, Hunter.
Yeah.
I think we should get into the pod now.
Yeah, let's start that shit.
Introducing first.
Hey, it's the Hunter and Billy Can't Fight Show.
Let's talk about that.
Introducing first in the left corner.
This car takes wide turns, baby.
Introducing seconds in the right corner.
It's our Kobe episode.
Let's get ready
Holy
to...
shit. Hello. Welcome to the Hunter and Billy Can't Fight Show. I'm Bill.
And I'm Hunter.
Wow. Kobe episode. Good call out.
Yeah.
Dude. Good old 23. I remember, or 24, my bad, sorry. Kobe episode, famously known for the number 23. Man, I loved him in Space Jam. I'm like that far off. Dude, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's cool. I was like sort of revisiting, I think I said this before, but I was revisiting an old episode like the other day. And it was cool for us to be like, dude, imagine when we hit episode 50 and we're almost halfway there.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy, dude.
Insane.
Wow. So, welcome back to the show. This is being filmed a week after we filmed the last 2 episodes, actually. So episodes 22 and 23. Mm-hmm. So it's cool. We're trying this new shooting structure, which I'm really excited about. I think it's going to be really good. Like last week was awesome, where basically we film a bulk in just a day, because we used to meet up weekly, and that workflow's tough, dude. Like, especially for like me editing, because it's like, say if we don't film it till like Wednesday night, and I only have like 4 days to edit it till it has to come out. So it's like, this way we have a bunch of episodes ready to go. The only issue is if we get feedback on an earlier episode, you're not gonna see that for like a month. So it's like, it's funny. Episode 22, I was making, not only did I make a joke about Aaron Carter, but we also named the episode after Aaron Carter. Yeah. I had no idea he had passed. Like, R.I.P. Aaron Carter. Dang, short but sweet. He's so fine he can't be beat. Pretty crazy, man. I was saying this though because I was thinking, like when I was editing, I was thinking about Aaron Carter so much. It is a pretty ridiculous sentence. I didn't know, like I had edited clips, like that we named it, everything. It comes out. I'm like, then my sister, she's like, he's dead, right? I was like, oh no, dude, like it's so sad. But anyways, because of that, I kept singing "I Want Candy" around the house, but I was like changing all the lyrics, and like I'd say like, she's so fine, she beat my meat. That's a good one, But my favorite one was, she's got everything that I desire. Nuke my balls with Gloppenheimer.
Well, My only response to that is, I guess we are very similar because I was doing the same thing.
Oh.
Except, so MGK has a song called "Death in My Pocket."
Oh,
It goes,
okay.
"I got death in my pocket," and I changed it to, "I got a grenade in my pocket."
Shout out episode 22, dude. I wonder because you know, I don't know quite how like YouTube's like scanning system works, but when we did it, I was like, when I was editing, I was like, is this cool to put on YouTube? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
You know, I
I don't
mean,
know.
our thought was you don't see anything. Like if it was actually like truly violent and tragic, I'd think twice about making fun of it. And to be fair, still to this day, I did not look up how it played out. So maybe it didn't play out funny at all, but I'm claiming ignorance on it, and it was funny at the time. Okay, so, you know, God forbid. But, you know, anyway, speaking of that, I brought that to the show a couple episodes ago. I brought another thing to the episode,
Okay.
And I'm excited to show it to you. So, what are some examples you could think of vandalism?
Egg in someone's house.
Good. Yes.
Maybe key in someone's car.
Yes. Very Carrie Underwood of you.
Maybe shanking someone's tires.
You know what's funny? That reminds me of like when people are like, "Oh, you wanna screw somebody on insurance? Only stab 3 of their tires because then insurance won't cover it." I'm like, why wouldn't you just? If that's the case, which is crazy, just stab the 4th tire yourself. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Just
The
like,
insurance company's like, "This is a different blade."
the dude standing there with like a butterfly knife. He's like, "What do you mean?" Dude, I think butterfly knives, the concept of it is fucking crazy.
What are they actually like?
What a phenomenal question you're about to ask. Go ahead, finish it.
What are they actually like for?
I have no idea. Flare? You ever want to stab a guy and you're like, that wasn't cool enough? You know there wasn't enough wrist involved in that activity.
The butterfly knife is like nunchucks with a blade.
Dude, I used to do this dance that I called the butterfly knife, which you just flail your wrist around. And my favorite part of the dance is at one point you throw the butterfly knife in the air and you just wait for it. You catch it and you go right back. It's my favorite part of the dance. You only need one limb to do it. So, yeah, anyways. Yeah, you're right. Those are different types of vandalism. Well, this news story came out in the UK
Okay.
about a different type of vandalism, and I want to get your opinion on it.
Elderly woman is talking to us after police say a man was arrested for using her car to sexually please himself for 3 years.
Haley Bach over.
Yeah, you heard that right. A guy was sexually pleasing himself with this woman's car for 3 years. Okay? It's like, this is a news story. This is a real thing. All right, so that's
Did they call it? What'd they call it?
Oh, yeah, here, let me rewind it.
Mechanophilia?
Yeah, there's a little text on screen for the listeners that says victim speaks out about mechanophilia case. Whoa. How many? I don't know how many philias I know. I know pedophilia, not funny.
Yeah.
Necrophilia, kind of funny. Arachnophilia, banging spider. I'm kidding. That one I made up. If you got more than 6 limbs and you fuck, that's arachnophilia. No, I'm kidding. It might be those two, pedo and necro. Are there any other ones?
What's necro?
Oh, that's banging dead people.
Okay.
You're like, not funny, actually.
Not funny. There's got to be one for like animals, right?
Oh, yeah. Isn't that just bestiality?
Oh, I think that's like if you actually like.
Oh, if you do it.
Yeah.
But if you're into animals, it's, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. It's,
All right, yeah. Let's just
Yeah.
let's keep it rolling.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, guys.
we're gonna go into some. We're gonna walk the line.
It's true. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Dave Courtney, police use the word mechanophilia to describe the behavior of a man they say they caught on camera. That's a sexual attraction to machines or vehicles. The owner of the car says the pieces of this several-year mystery started to come together when she took her car to the shop multiple times, and it was suggested that someone was doing something on it they shouldn't have been.
Oh, my God.
What is he doing? Busting in the gas?
That's like a Law and Order SVU thing. We found traces of semen in the gas tank. That's crazy. Yeah, I wonder. Do you think he had like a milk stain on the hood of his car like I had? And they're like, but this isn't milk. That's fucking...
My paint is getting fucked up.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Yeah,
was he actually trying to put like junk in the trunk? Like,
I'm wondering. I don't know if maybe just a specific part of the car was like less shiny. You know what I'm saying? Just splattering.
You think instead of like undressing it, he like unscrews the hubcaps?
Nice. That's so funny. He's like slides like a little bit of like for Halloween, like those like fake cobwebs. That's like lingerie for a vehicle. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking crazy.
He gets the eyelashes for the headlights.
He's like, oh, okay, wow, that's crazy.
Puts one on so it's winking at him.
I know. He's like, stop me. Yeah. That's fucking
this
crazy.
car isn't even that nice.
That is so fun. Dude. Yeah, it's like, okay, well, I mean, if you're going to fuck a car, like, why are you fucking a 4 out of 10, dude? It's fucking crazy. I'm fucking a car. That thing is a sports car, dude. That's crazy. All right, let's keep it rolling.
82.
Just the slow roll up of the car. That, like, what you guys heard was an engine of just the car slowly rolling forward after Hunter just said it was an ugly car.
82-year-old Carolyn Taylor of Kinston says it was a couple of years ago when she started noticing fluid underneath her burgundy 2008 Toyota Avalon and thought something was wrong with her car. Turns out that Kinston police believe that the fluid was from this man, 52-year-old Walter McCrae, who engages in mechanophilia, or a sexual attraction to machines or vehicles.
Oh my God, dude. Imagine going to the mechanic and being like, I think my car's leaking fluid. They're like, what kind of fluid? You're like, it's colorless and sticky. They're like, I don't think there's any fluid in that. That should be doing that. But we'll take a look at it. That's fucking crazy. They just look under the hood. It's just one popped cherry. They're like, oh, what the fuck?
It's dripping.
Oh, my God, dude. Yeah. Here's what's crazy is if you had me draw on a pad of paper what I think a guy who fucks cars looks like, it's not this guy.
No, it's not.
Yeah, this seems like the kind of guy that goes, howdy, neighbor. Like when he's mowing the lawn. And you're like, that's fucking like...
He's a good guy.
Yeah, that's James. He's a nice guy, you know?
He also seems like the guy who, like, whenever you needed something, he's got it. Like,
specifically if you needed, like, a headlight changed or... He's like, no, me, I'll do it. We're like, why does he love changing headlights so much, dude? It's fucking crazy.
I thought something was happening from under the hood of my car because whenever he'd come up here, he'd probably urinate all over the hood of the car and it would run all down, and I thought it was something coming from under the hood. I took my car to the shop 3 times.
Whoa. It's one thing to be like, I'm going to fuck a car. It's another thing to be like, I'm going to golden shower the car in a sexual way. That's fucking crazy. To be, and obviously they don't seem to know each other at all. So he's just like, that's the one for me, that maroon fucking Buick. The fuck?
it was Toyota.
Oh, it was Toyota? I didn't really look. I don't, I guess I just have more respect than you do.
Yeah.
Its eyes are up there. You piece of shit. Staring at its emblem like a friggin' perv.
A warrant against McCrae says that on several occasions, McCrae also climbed on the hood of Taylor's car for sexual gratification. Taylor says this has been going on for 3 years, and she could never catch him with her own camera until finally Kinston police were able to with a camera they set up.
They caught him on camera. They came Monday morning, and they took the films out. And they come back to the door and say, we got him this time. She said, we got good films, we got good pictures.
We got good films.
Oh, that's a crazy sentence to say on like... dude.
He's got a nice little XXX video of him in the Toyota.
Crazy. There's like, imagine like the police, like, they're obviously going into it like, we're gonna make fun of this guy. They see the tape, they're like, this guy kind of fucks, actually.
I did not know you could put cars into positions like that. What if the dude's only request was like, can I at least keep the video in jail?
Yeah, exactly. Something to remember the old Toyota by. Dude, what an out there thing, which is also funny. It's crazy to be like, she attempted to catch him on camera unsuccessfully, contacted the police, and they set up a camera and waited for this guy to fuck her car.
They're like, we got him.
That's an insane sentence and case file. We set up a hidden camera, then waited for the eagle to land. It's fucking crazy. Dude. All right, let's keep it rolling.
But it was more than we really wanted to see, so...
With the mystery believed to be solved, Taylor shared what she wants to see happen.
I'm hoping that they maybe put him away so he can get some help. He really needs some help.
Can you imagine? She's like, I hope they make a car fuck him. See how he likes it.
My car was defenseless. It was in park.
Dude, do you think that shows up on the Carfax? Do you think when that car gets sold, there's just like had,
sexual relations?
Yeah. When you're getting like damaged goods from a toxic relationship. That's what it is, dude. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Yeah. Non-consensual piss is just on the Carfax. You're like, what? Non-consensual piss? All over? That's fucking crazy, dude.
And Taylor says knowing that they have a suspect locked up, she feels a lot better because she was getting worried that he would have tried to come into her house at some point. Courtney? Dave?
He didn't want you.
All right, thanks, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's so funny. Well, I was afraid he was going to come in my house. We're like, no, he was coming outside, dude. That's what he was busy. He was preoccupied.
He did not want you.
Exactly, man. Yeah, you should have just sold him the car.
He's only attracted to cars and machines.
She says, ka-chow. We're like, whoa! No, I'm kidding. Dude, but anyways, yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to provide. That's a different type of vandalism.
That's all you watched was cars.
Yeah. That's so funny. He says, Your Honor, life is a highway, and I plan to ride it all night long. Just drops the mic. We're like, hey, he stuck to his convictions till the end, dog.
Now cuff me.
Yeah. He's like, if fucking cars is crazy, lock me up. They're like, we're planning to. Yeah. That's fucking crazy, dude. Man, shout out Owen Wilson. Anyways,
at least if his like cell has one window and he sees cars, he can at least still get a crank.
Yeah, a little good old crank, dude. He's like, is that a fucking Chevy? That's crazy, dude. I can't believe that. Yeah. So, anyways, make sure that you guys are checking your fluids and inside and out, I guess, on your cars. So, pretty crazy.
Well, this might not involve fluids, but if you want to check your look inside and out, buy our Campfight hat.
Hey, the Campfight Show hat's right here. Only $25 at campfightshow.com.
Plus shipping.
Plus ship. Thank you. That's crazy.
Now, this hat right here can make you look good inside or outside. Mm-hmm. Without being filmed. And maybe instead of a dirty car, you might have some dirty hair that you just need to cover up for the day. And these hats right here,
man,
they'll do the job.
Yeah, exactly. I can't promise that a lot of cars on the road aren't going to be turning around to come see you.
Yeah,
you're wearing this hat.
Might get beat that a little bit.
You trying to fuck a car? Where the? Are you sick of that old fucking Ford not noticing you? We're a Campfight Show hat. And she'll be drooling, dog.
Sweet, sweet hats. So, Bill, speaking of sweets, I think we should jump into dirty laundry.
Ooh, dirty laundry.
Hi, I'm a temporary transition. All
right, so for dirty laundry this week, I got a a sweets commercial. This is a commercial for Sour Patch Kids.
Oh.
This commercial is from Germany. So it's in German.
Okay.
And I think this might be the most out-of-pocket commercial you'll ever see in your life.
Oh my god! And before we watch it, are you sure it's real? It's okay if not.
I think so.
Sometimes, like
maybe.
Like there was that Skittles commercial, like the fuck the rainbow. Like and
Yeah.
people are like, I can't believe they made that. I'm like, that was clearly fake. Like
Yeah, I don't know if this is real or
Okay,
not,
okay, yeah,
but
yeah.
I think it's out of pocket.
Yeah. Oh my god, 2 seconds in. All right. For the listeners, we'll explain what we're looking at after. Oh.
They're sour.
Oh my god.
Then they're sweet.
What?
Sour, sweet, gone.
Oh my god. Okay, so do you want to describe that?
I'll let you do it.
All right. So the commercial starts with a clear like alliteration to Hitler.
Yeah.
It's a Sour Patch Kid. He's up there. He's like, we can't be sweet. We must be sour. Okay? And it's clearly
An
a
army.
Hitler thing,
Yeah.
a army, Nazi. Like it's like there looks to be like what were the Nazi flags, but instead it's a little Sour Patch symbol. And then it says, then they're sweet. And it's Sour Patch Hitler just handing a classified document
To aliens.
about like aliens, and a UFO takes off. We're like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I thought that was the most interesting commercial.
I do. If that's real, that's. I think it's only fine because Germany
made it themselves.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and they've taken responsibility of being like, yeah, that was our bad.
Yeah.
You know, and anytime the conversation about World War II comes up, they're like, that's on us. First we were sour, now we're trying to be sweet.
Now we're trying to be
So that's fucking hilarious that they were like Sour Patch Kids kinder.
Yeah.
Kinder. But dude, that's fucking crazy. To compare Hitler to a Sour Patch Kid, dude. What the fuck?
The little voices in the
I know.
Yeah, that was a crazy ass commercial.
Holy shit, dude.
So with that being said,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, tell me more.
I want to talk about the future of snacks.
Tell me.
So, I don't know if you saw this trend kind of taking off, but people were taking snacks and dry freezing them.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever seen them?
I've seen things like snacks that are already like they're supposed to be like how would you say that? Dry frozen, like dry ice and shit, and like. The only thing I know about that at all is that they say when you do it, you have to keep it moving in your mouth, or else you will get burned.
No, yeah, this is completely different. This is dry freezing candy.
Oh, okay.
So I included some videos for you.
Okay, let's take a look at this first one here. Okay, he's loading Skittles into a dry freezer.
Yeah,
Okay. Whoa, they like blew up.
yeah, and they like expand. Now each candy has like a different effect. So the other video that I brought,
Okay, let's see that. That was Skittles. So this one will be. Oh, now
One of
we're
your
talking
faves.
gummy worms, dude. Whoa, ew.
yeah, so these like puff up.
Yeah, so the gummy worms puffed up. They honestly looked like colorful dog turds.
Yeah, so this is like a trend that has been blown up for a while, and
Whoa.
people can't get enough of them.
Okay.
So I brought them.
Oh, shit. That's actually cool. Oh, fuck.
So I got us some freeze-dried gummy worms.
Oh, let's go.
Your fave. And some Skittles.
Oh, wow. I'm really curious. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to try them on
Frizzle,
the
yo.
pod with you.
Wow.
So we're going to do a little taste test.
The future of snacking.
Yeah, it is.
Did you call it that because you think it's good? Well, I don't want you to sway me either way, but.
Well, okay, I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
The Skittles,
Uh-huh.
I would rather eat these than regular Skittles.
Okay.
I'm just going to be honest.
And I'm a big Skittle guy. Oh, whoa.
So yeah, you can look at them and they kind of like puff up. And
When did I smell it?
yeah, I will tell you now they're crunchy.
Oh.
They're not chewy anymore.
Here I go. Oh, that could be addicting. That's
Dude,
crazy.
I think it's way better than the chewy.
Yeah, they don't like gum up in you.
No.
You know what I mean? Wow, that's crazy.
Dude, I think these are way better than regular Skittles.
I'm trying to lean away from the mic so that I don't chew into it. I have like one specific friend who that's his biggest pet peeve. He's like, if I hear somebody chew food, it ruins my day. So now I'm like really conscious about it.
It's like it's a whole new thing,
Yeah.
but it still tastes the same.
Mm-hmm.
You don't lose any flavor. Still just as much flavor.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crunchy now. Now these boys,
Uh-oh.
I should warn you.
Okay.
I don't know if the freeze drying made the flavor intensify.
Oh.
But these are some of the most flavorful things I've ever had in my life.
Oh,
it's
wow.
almost like holy fuck.
Damn.
It's like a holy fuck thing. And these are very crunchy.
Whoa. I hate the way it looks. I'll just say that straight up. Get a little look at that on the camera. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like I should call him. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Ooh, it smells like cotton candy. I love cotton candy.
Now,
like
yeah.
flavored things.
Now these are my favorite gummy worms.
Okay.
The blue and pink ones.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's the only ones that came in this pack.
Oh, let's go.
But yeah, I will tell you that these are intense.
Okay. Well, here we go. Well, you're right. You're right. It's like a lot of flavor.
Like a lot.
And I'm with you. I don't know if that's good or bad. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
It's funny, like now, like I'm turning 29 this year. And it's like before I used to be like, oh, dude, I'd eat 5 pounds of Swedish fish. Now I find myself, especially with sugar, I'll get to a point where I'm like, that's enough.
Yeah, that's how I am now.
No, isn't that weird?
Besides
I've always been a
chocolate.
sweets guy.
I can kill chocolate.
I'm not a big chocolate guy anyway, though. So, like, I'll have, like, if somebody makes, like, a shit ton of fudge brownies, I'll have one, and I'll be like, that was way more than enough.
Well, so brownies for me are different, but like,
Oh, good point.
if I have like a chocolate bar, if I have like a pack of like those like fun size chocolate bars, I'll pound them.
I do feel that because Riley will buy them sometimes, and if they're there, I'm like, man, what's 4 more? And I'm not even a big chocolate guy. I'd say Butterfinger's probably my favorite, even though the upkeep is terrible. It gets so stuck in your fucking teeth, dude. And then Kit Kat probably is my second favorite. Wow, that was an interesting thing to try. I appreciate you bringing that. Oh, I'm choking on it. I don't know if I care for the consistency. I'll say that.
For the gummy worms? Or both?
Yeah, for the gummy. I don't know. The Skittles were good. I felt like the Skittles didn't get stuck in my teeth at all. The gummy did. Yeah, that's kind of tough.
It does melt.
Yeah, true.
But-
And I don't really usually care about things getting stuck in my teeth. I mean, my favorite, like, gummy candy is Swedish Fish, which that's all they do is
Right.
get stuck in your teeth. But, yeah, weird. But it's weird to, like, crunch into something. I don't know. It's like, it honestly has the same consistency as a pork rind.
Or a Cheeto Puff.
Yeah, that's a better comparison. there's a whole population of people like, why does Bill eat fucking pork rind? And I'm like, because they're low in fucking carbs. No, I'm just kidding. Wow.
But yeah, I wanted to bring some in. It's
Wow.
I've always been curious to what it would be like.
Yeah.
They do the same thing with nerd clusters. And I want to try that.
That would be nuts. I do like nerd clusters. I never think of them though.
They're so addictive.
Where did you get those from?
These I got from Five Below.
Oh, hilarious. Wow.
They have a whole freeze-dried candy section now.
Oh shit.
And I didn't know that.
That's pretty cool.
And I've been dying to try these.
Wow.
Like freeze-dried candy. So,
Damn. And now here we are.
yeah.
People
so
just freeze drying stuff.
I had to bring it on the pod.
Freeze dried. How does freeze drying even work?
I don't know. I know it like, I'm pretty sure it takes like the moisture out of it.
Oh.
So it's similar to like dehydrating.
Yeah. Okay.
So
we got to get Jason back on the show. No, I'm just kidding.
I know.
Little engineer. Whenever I think of sweets, I think of like Crumbl cookies. You ever fuck with those?
The Crumbl place.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my thing with Crumbl.
Okay, yeah, tell me.
I think I'm more of a homemade cookie guy. I feel like whenever I get cookies from places, they always have a different taste to them.
Like a factory sort of like
kind of
frosting weird like or something.
And now with the Crumbl ones, here's what I'll say. Every Crumbl cookie I've tried so far, amazing.
Yeah.
But I can only take one bite.
Yeah. Look, whenever my work gets it, they cut all the cookies into fourths, which I'm like, that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Otherwise, one cookie's like 1,500 calories,
right.
dude, because, I mean, they're huge. But there's that. I will say this. Like, whenever I eat a Crumbl cookie, I'm like, that was good. I'm, like, glad I did that. Most of the time, I'm like, but I'm not really going to remember this one. Because like they switch the flavors every week. I guess for listeners or viewers who aren't aware, Crumbl is it's a cookie place. Each week they roll out 6 flavors that will be like this week. These are the flavors. These are the only flavors you can order for this week, and it's pretty expensive. Do you know how much it is for like a 6-pack? I think it's like $60.
That's insane.
Yeah. They're these pretty large cookies. You could definitely share them. They're like high calorie, but yeah, so the flavors sometimes they get pretty creative, pretty crazy, and like you look at them, you're like, oh fuck, I need to get Crumbl this week. And it's a great business plan if you think about it, because it's like if you like Crumbl as a whole, you're like, I'm going to try their cookies every week, you know? And now you're paying like $240 a month to get 6-packs
in cookies.
Yeah. Ugh, dude. They had this one. It was called pancake something. Like it was like a pancake cookie or something like that. By far the best cookie I've ever had.
Damn.
It was crazy. I was like, yeah, I would get a 6-pack of just this. And by that I mean, thankfully at work, everybody buys them. Like it's never my work buys it for us. It's like one of my coworker buys it and says anybody can have some. And I'm like, thank God they do that, because I would never pay money to get a Crumbl cookie. I'm sorry, I just wouldn't. It's so expensive, dude.
Yeah, and it's just like with those, they're just so sweet, dude. All of them are so sweet. I think that's why it's like homemade cookies, dude.
Good point.
Make them, and it's like the bittersweet.
Yeah, because they make them like usually at home. You make them a little saltier than like sugary. You know what I mean? Typically, at least it's my experience.
Yeah,
which I like. I feel like I can pound more of them. Versus like now, it is funny how like sweet stuff now, like really, it'll be like one bite and I'm like, okay, that was too much.
Yeah, way too sweet.
God damn, it's crazy.
I had a Oreo Crumbl cookie once, and it was like I had that thing for like 3 days. It was like a full cookie.
Yeah,
it was like I just kept putting it in the fridge. I'd take like one slice out of it.
Dude, I saw this post that was like it was a picture of like the sweets aisle at like a supermarket, and it was like getting older is recognizing that all of this food is gross, and it was like ho-hos and like a bunch of Hostess stuff, right? And when I saw it like as a picture, I was like, I don't think that's true. And I started zooming in, and I'm like, ew. The only one that I was like, I'd still fuck up a Swiss roll. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a monster. But like, you know what I mean? I was like, most of them, I was like, I'm not going to eat a fucking snowball.
Or a zebra cake.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Every single year, I look at zebra cakes and I'm like, that looks fucking good. And I'll get it and I'll go, this was a terrible decision.
Bro, it's like when you take one bite out of them and it's just like, ugh. Like you're done. Like,
yeah, that's it.
Like it doesn't taste bad, but you're done.
Because it's got icing and cream and then just like this flavorless sponge in the middle. Yeah, dude, it's like, what is happening here? And it's like the same thing. I've come to appreciate a Twinkie, but I never get them.
Do you remember those? I think the only one I would still eat is they were like those caramel crisp cookies.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Those were always good.
I might fuck up an oatmeal pie. Like,
oh yeah, those are untouchable.
Yeah.
But that's Little Debbie.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, you're so pissed at me.
That's Little Debbie. Those oatmeal cream pies will never go extinct.
Oh man, yeah, they just got a nice little like thing to them. It's pretty crazy, man. But yeah, I'm glad that you're with me on the whole sweets thing. I used to be unmatched with sweets because I truly There was one, I think I've said this on the pod before, but there was one New Year's Eve where I literally ate a 5-pound bag of Swedish fish. And now, I will say what happened to my body after could be studied. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude, I'm like, now I'll have like one of those little mini like 100-calorie bags of Swedish fish, and I'm like, that was more than enough. I think that was a good time. And I get made fun of all the time for liking Swedish fish. I just like the flavor; it's so good.
You saying that reminded me of a funny story.
Oh, tell me.
You remember there was a day you slept over my house.
Okay.
We woke up in the morning. Grandma had to go to work.
Dude, I know exactly what you're talking.
We killed an entire box of Fruity Pebbles.
It was I think a family bag. Yeah.
Dude, we were fat boys that morning.
Dude,
we killed
crazy.
A whole box.
Every single time we'd finish a bowl, I'd go, I still want more. And we just kept doing that, dude. I remember when your grandma came home, she was like, where'd the Fruity Pebbles go? And we're like, so you tell me. Our face is like rainbow colored. Fucking dude, Fruity Pebbles though, still like top cereal for me, man.
I love cereal. I don't eat enough cereal anymore. I don't eat a lot of breakfast.
Oh, we still gotta do that video where we try those cereals that we couldn't rank.
You know what we can do that in?
What?
Me and Bill are making YouTube videos
that we're doing twice a month.
Yeah, it'd be fun. We can film a whole video of us going to the store, finding the craziest cereals.
Yeah, dude.
Come home, knock it out.
I wish I had the confidence of an amateur YouTuber that just doesn't care about like disrupting public. Like, sorry, what I mean is like if I'm ever having to film in public, I'm always like, oh, I'm being a nuisance, right? And I know I'm not. Like, when I actualize it, I'm like, I'm not a fucking, like, prank YouTuber that's like, let's make people miserable for views. But for some reason, whenever I bring out a camera, I think there's the stigma of, oh, I'm in this guy's fucking video. This guy's insufferable. He doesn't care, blah, blah, blah. And I get really in my head about it. But because I'd like to do, like, location things like that. Like, when we built these walls, I really wanted to film the whole thing, but I was like, I didn't want somebody following us through Home Depot with a camera and bringing all this attention.
Right.
But, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I just got to get over that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say just don't give a fuck. We're not going to bother anybody.
Yeah, I agree.
Cameras, we won't point the camera at other people.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just on us.
Yeah, that's a good point. God damn. But yeah, so yeah, that'd be a cool one.
Yeah, we're also not going to destroy the local Walmart.
I'm like, I know we're here to grab an assortment of cereals that we can try and rank, but I also want to jump into this ball pit.
Yeah, that's not a ball pit.
Yeah, that a minimum wage. That's a good call out there. Yeah, this minimum wage worker's got to clean it up. Not my fault. He should have got a cooler job. No, I'm kidding.
Hell yeah, I'm excited for the new YouTube videos.
And I'm excited to do main event.
This is what we came to be. This is what we came to see. This is our main event. This is what we came to see. This is what we came to see.
All right, Hunter prepared main event for today.
So, Bill, I grew up with you.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm sorry.
In growing up with you and your friends and your girlfriend and everybody around me, they make fun of me for being younger.
Yeah, well, you had that coming. No, just kidding. You should have thought about that.
Well, I don't think we're that different.
Yeah, I don't think so. I wouldn't think so either. But then you didn't know who Aaron Carter was, so.
Okay. Well, I got us a 90's quiz.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And I want us to take it.
Mm-hmm.
We can both guess the answers before we find it.
Okay.
And I want to see who does better.
All right. Dang, you think you might be more 90s than me? I guess for context, for listeners, Hunter was born in 2000.
I was born in 2000.
I was born in 95.
I think all you got to do is play with a light bright longer than me.
I really not much. Like, I think what's crazy about specifically, I would say mid 90s to like poor early 2000s kids had a very similar experience where it was like technology was cool and it was enough, pretty minimalist, and then it exploded in our youth,
right?
Which is crazy. So I think you have just as many people that from like the mid 90s to the early 2000s that grew up poor, specifically. I'd say early 2000s that grew up poor that like maybe had to deal with dial-up internet or text minutes, you know,
right.
Crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
So
now what I will say is I'm either going to get the nod
Okay.
or I'm going to embarrass myself.
Yeah, there's a lot going on for you. And maybe we find out I was born in 2005 through this. No, I'm just kidding. Because that's the thing that sucks. I will say this, and I think a lot of people agree with me, this isn't an original thought, but there's times where I'm like, dude, if I could have been an adult in the 90s, I think I would have really enjoyed it. And we said this, we talked about this episode 1, actually, where I was like, I realize I'm part of the problem because look what I'm literally doing right now. I'm creating content for the internet. I know I'm part of the problem where I'm like, yes, I'm on my phone. Yes, I'm trying to stay up to date. Yes, I'm doing social media, like shit like that. But at the end of the day, I'm like, there is a simplicity to like, I don't know. I summarize it in this where I'm like, you ever been to like a restaurant and you're like, there's too many options?
Yeah.
That's what I think the problem is now. You know what I mean? Where you're like, well, fuck, I could have this fucking spaghetti, but they also have burgers here? Why do they have burgers and spaghetti? You know what I mean?
I get you.
So, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I didn't mean to go on that rant real quick, but I'm interested to see how this goes.
Yeah, I'm interested.
All right, so let's start this off. All right, let's start off easy. Who's saying Barbie girl?
I can't give you a single guess.
Aqua.
I
think.
I honestly don't know.
Oh, I have to type it? Aqua, I nailed it, dude. How did I know that? When I used to get, when I was young, I used to get Barbie girl and Every Time We Touch mixed up. How the fuck did that happen?
Yo, you need to.
When I was like young, like someone was talking about Barbie girl, and I was like, I said, "Oh, do you feel the static?" And they went, "What?" And I went like, "And every time we kiss, I swear." That's a different song. It's like, what the fuck?
How did you get
I
those
don't know. But remember when you screwed up the Plain White T's and the Black Eyed Peas? It makes sense because it's just 2 3-syllable bands.
Well, dude, and it all stemmed from like iCarly.
Oh,
they had an episode with Plain White T's on there, and I was like, "Where's Will I Am?"
What's wrong with the world, Mama? I'm just kidding. I fucking love that. All right. Okay. What is the name of this dog? Oof.
I got this one.
Oh, really? Oh, is it Spike?
That's Spike.
Oh, let's go,
That's
dude.
Spike.
It's Rugrats. Sorry, I keep forgetting. Like for the listeners out there.
Yeah, it's a picture of Spike
licking Tommy Pickles.
Yeah.
You didn't know his name?
I didn't. I thought.
Did you think it was Dill?
No. Why did I think it was Dill? No. Yeah.
Oh well, because Tommy's little brother's name is Dill.
No.
Grow up. I'm just kidding. Wow. All right. Who lives here?
That's a Polly Pocket.
I was thinking the same thing. So it looks like a house inside of like a briefcase, basically, for the listeners. Now I'm a bro, so I only played with fucking Hot Wheels, dog. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But I think that's a Polly Pocket. If I had to venture another guess, maybe Strawberry Shortcake, but I don't know shit.
See,
about
I don't know why, but I was stuck between Polly Pocket and Little People.
Oh, we nailed it! All right, dude. Okay, so far you only didn't know the first one.
Yeah, I didn't know
out of 3.
Aqua.
Okay, all right.
Easy, dog.
Okay, so it's a it looks like a game. It's a grid. It's got a bunch of numbers like blue, white, red. This is Minesweeper.
Minesweeper.
Nice.
That was the only thing we had on my computer.
I know. Remember when we tried to download a WWE game on there for you, and it just did not work at all. And your grandma was pissed because it really bogged down the computer.
Right.
Like almost broke it, probably.
Yeah, we had just horrible internet.
I know. I remember when I used to edit videos at your house. Like I'd come over to during that time where I was babysitting you. I'd come over. We would watch VH1's Nocturnal, so it's just like the newest music videos. And I would just be editing like this was before Blaha, so like a BTA X13 video or something like that. That's cool. Those are good times.
Hell
man.
yeah.
Yeah, on Windows Movie Maker.
I remember that was around the time Kanye started to blow up because Heartless, the music video, would always be playing. And
you really liked it. I hated that song, and I was like, in my head, I was like, I had no idea who it was. I honestly thought it was Akon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I truly, because like I was like, oh, well, because like Akon blew up with Smack That.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what's the other one? Without being disrespectful. Is that also Akon?
I don't know.
I'm trying to find the words to describe.
I don't think
this
so.
girl. Is that T-Pain?
No, I know it's not T-Pain.
Okay. I'm real bad at like, especially like the club hits around that time. There's like, I guarantee like 20 viewers right now screaming at me.
Yeah, it was by David
Guetta. Oh, but who sang it? Was it David Guetta? I thought David
Akon.
Guetta's just the, hey, all right, cool.
Akon.
Okay. I've been vindicated.
Yeah, you're good. No one's screaming at you.
I know, thanks, guys. All right. What 2 letters would you find on the other side of this tag? Okay, so this is a Beanie Baby, is it not?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, it says it right there.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know what letters would be there.
I
it be
don't know
B&B?
either. I can see it too.
Yeah,
it's like white curvy letters over a red tag.
Yeah,
right?
I can see it, but I don't remember.
Yeah. So for the listeners, this is it's a picture of like the corner of like a what I assume is a Beanie Baby with like the tag on it. It says like the Beanie Baby's name. Oh, it is a Beanie Baby. You're right. It says it on the fucking. Who made it? It was like I'm trying to think of the. I'm pretty sure.
Why do I see the letters like? I know it's gonna sound corny, but I feel like I see a T.
I see an H.
An H?
Like maybe an HB. I can't think of the company that made
Hasbro?
Beanie Baby. Yeah, but
That'd be
Hasbro was
H.
one word, so I don't know. What guess are we putting down?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna run it. HB. Oh.
Nope.
All right, I give up.
T-Y.
Oh, you're right. You nailed it. TY, dude. Okay, so dang. So you're down 2, I'm down 1. I never got the Beanie Babies craze, and it was nuts. Like I don't know if you like knew this, but they were treated like collector's items.
Yeah, no, I watched a whole documentary about it.
Oh, what, like recently?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Why did people think they were so collectible?
It was like it was just like the hottest toy on the market, and then they were like trying to. They were like basically trying to keep it like what's the word?
Limited?
Trendy.
Oh.
And then it was limited. That was the other reason.
Oh, okay. So
they
were
couldn't
like
keep up with how much people were buying them, and then they would like release shit based off of what was popular at the time.
Oh, interesting, dude. Yeah. It's so funny. Like I would be okay. That's one of the practices that I think are gone to time. And maybe this is like my immediate, like, I don't know anybody doing this. I think we are far past the buying toys for children and then telling them you can't open these. Like, I think we're far past that. I think that's a thing that's going to be gone to time now. But I wonder, I don't know if there's any like parents out there that are like, no, this is like a collector's thing. I bought it for them so that when they're older, because that was like a constant thing. Like parents in our generation would buy toys and then say, yeah, you can't play with this. Like this will be worth a lot of money later. And it's like, then why'd you buy it for me? Like just say you bought it for you and you want to sell it later. You know what I mean? Like, super weird. But
yeah, I don't think that's a thing anymore.
I feel like we're kind of. I wonder if when my kid's growing up, if I'm going to get them toys. You know. I wonder. In today's age, is it really necessary? Like, I want my kid to have an imagination, so I think I'll force it. But would he ever use them? I don't know.
I feel like yes, but I think, I don't know, it depends on where toys are at by then. Like, I always think about, like, when we were young, we played with wrestling action figures.
Yeah.
At what point are those things going to be able to, like, do it all themselves?
I know. Now they can sweat, which who asked for that?
That was your time, pal.
Oh, my God.
Those figures came out in the 90s.
I can't believe it. Like, like just a boardroom of executives. Like, what if we made them hard to hold?
Yeah. So, yeah, what he's referring to is there's these WWE action figures that were released in the 90s. And in the back of the action figure, there was a little hole, and it came with a little bottle you'd fill with water. And you'd squirt some water in the hole, and then you'd play with your action figures, and then when you squeezed them, they would start to bead sweat.
Can't believe it. Do you remember just while we're talking about the wrestlers, the first time you and I hung out, you were showing me your wrestlers and like the ring. You had a shit ton of rings, a fuck ton of wrestlers, and I was watching you play with them, and you used to end matches in literally less than 10 seconds. It's like the match would start, they'd punch each other a couple times, and you'd pin them. You're like, done. And then you'd put those away, and you'd grab 2 more, and you'd do more. And then I remember I told you, I was like, oh, you should like make the matches take longer, like build like suspense. Like it'd be a lot more fun if you're like, who's going to win, rather than like, with that. And you're like, okay, I'll try it. And you sounded so bored as you did a match for 3 minutes, but then you started getting more creative with it. Instead of it being like, bop, 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 pin, done. You were like, and then I'm going to incorporate the turnbuckles now. I was like, fucking, look at him go. You know what I mean?
I took off the training wheels.
I know, super, dude. What I'm saying is you only have imagination because of me.
Because of you.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Cool. All right, let's see. Oh, God. What Spice Girls song is this from? They look like little like claymation, like animation, like butterflies.
Like pixies.
Is there any song other than Wannabe? Just kidding. I'm going to get flamed for that. I honestly don't know if I can name you one other Spice Girls song.
I can't. My most known like experience with the Spice Girls is from a recent Netflix show called The Circle. And that's because one of them were on it.
Oh, really? My most recent experience with them was The Boys. Because Billy Butcher in the show has this amazing monologue about the Spice Girls in it. And it's so perfectly put in this episode, dude. I laughed my ass off when he was like basically like the tensions are high, everybody's arguing, and then like basically like one of the team members is like, you know what, I'm fucking done, I'm leaving, and he starts walking away, and Billy Butcher, he goes, what's Baby Spice doing? The guy's like, what? He's like, what's Baby Spice doing? And the guy's like, I don't fucking know. And he starts describing what all the Spice Girls have been doing, and it's all bad. Like they've just like been doing like bad career moves. And he goes, now separate, they're shit, but you put them together, and they're the motherfucking Spice Girls. And like that's how the team reconnects. I was like, that's so funny, man. Anyways, okay, so I'm just gonna put Wannabe because that's the only song I know, if that's even what it's called.
Nope.
All right, I give up. Viva Forever? Yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to figure it out.
So I'm still only ahead of you by 1. Let's just keep that in mind.
You got the Aqua one right?
Yes.
And then, yeah, we both got the, yeah.
In what book could you find this picture in? I can't even tell you what that picture is.
The only thing coming to me are those like colorful ass I Spy books.
That's what I was thinking too. Like that, or like it honestly looks like something from like a textbook. But I think you're right. Maybe the I Spy books. It's weird how familiar it looks.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can.
In what book would you find this picture in? I can't even really describe. It honestly looks like tie-dye.
It looks like a what are those things? The telescope. They're the kaleidoscope. It looks like a kaleidoscope.
Yeah, that's a good way to
describe
describe it.
Were there kaleidoscope books?
No, I don't think so. No, not that I would know of. It's funny because this picture looks like it. Like when I see it, it's shiny. Like that's the thing about it.
I'm going kaleidoscope.
You're going kaleidoscope?
Yep, you can go I Spy. I don't know. I need to catch up.
Oh, I honestly have never heard of that. It's from the Magic Eye Gallery, a showing of 88 images. I've never heard of that. Actually.
I've neither have I.
3D illusions. So you were technically right, like it being a kaleidoscope thing. But who is this? It's a picture. You know who it is?
That's Lil Bow Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
He was in Magic Mike. No, what was that movie called?
Oh, Like Mike.
Like Mike.
I know. I used to make that mistake too, and then I was like, you know, the one where like naked Channing Tatum dunks on kids. I'm just kidding. Lil Bow Wow, man, good for him. I think Tails is Sonic's bestie, but what's his real name? It's not Tails. I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea, bro. I was not much of a. I wasn't a Sega kid.
Neither was I.
Yeah, I feel like most kids. Well, I can't say that because they still make Sonic stuff, so there's clearly a demographic. Miles, I would have never known that.
I wouldn't have known that.
All right, let's keep it moving. What is the name of this haircut? Okay, so it's the typical 90s haircut from... it's the three kids from... Is that Home Improvement?
I think so.
Yeah. Wow, I don't know. My guess would be like a surfer cut.
I would say bowl cut.
Doesn't really it's kind of it's got a middle part. It's long. It's like medium length, I'd say, like, and they all have it. I don't know. I'm gonna write middle part, but I hate that. I hope it's not called that. I give up. Curtains. Yeah, I don't know. Some of this is just so specific, I guess.
Yeah.
But maybe that's not true. I think I'm just being a sore loser.
I just don't know how I would know that. Is that Flubber?
That's Flubber, yeah. It's the picture says, "Who is this?" And it's a little green glob waving. That's Flubber. You know what? I've never seen that movie in its entirety.
Neither have I.
Oh, yeah. I know it's good. Like, the pieces of it I've seen are phenomenal, but I've never seen it from start to finish.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Where did the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers live? No fucking idea, dude.
Isn't it? I want to say it's in California, but I think it's got like its own made up name.
Oh.
I honestly couldn't tell you though.
Yeah, it's tough.
I
wasn't a Power Rangers kid.
My Power Rangers knowledge stems from preschool. They would put it on for us. That's it.
Really?
That's it.
I would see it only in passing.
Yeah, when you're in preschool, they'd just throw in cassette tapes.
It was one of those things where
or VHS tapes.
Yeah, I thought it was like really corny. Like I never was like, the Power Rangers are so cool. I was always just like, it's always, and I was like, I'm not into it.
Well, yeah, because it's like we would watch like actual superhero movies, and they would be cool as fuck.
Yeah.
But then when you watched the Power Rangers, like looking back on it, what it gives me is the Power Rangers, the way that they did it was like the Adam West Batman.
Yeah, okay.
Is that, did I say the right name?
Yes.
Adam West? Like
yes.
the old Batman?
Yeah, where, they would shark repellent.
Yeah, and they would like climb the side of a building, but you could tell that the camera was just turned.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And they'd be like, "Gee Willikers, fuck, Batman." And we're like, "What?" No, I have no idea. I'm just going to write L.A. I don't think that's true. Angel Grove, California. Hey, but you were right. Yeah, I'll give that to you. Who was Ash's original rival? Do you know? And I could be wrong about this one. I feel confident, but I think I could be wrong.
Is it, not, what was their names? I wanted to say that, like, that group with, Meowth.
Oh, Team Rocket?
Yeah. But if not them, my second guess would be Mewtwo. I was never a big
you weren't
Pokemon.
a big Pokemon kid. Yeah, I believe it's Gary. Let's go.
Damn.
Oh, I didn't. Riley's gonna toast. Riley's really into the Pokemon show, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I had no idea that he was like Professor Oak's like son or something. Gary Oak. I had no idea. Anyways, okay.
James and the Giant Peach.
It says, what movie is this? It's like a bunch of bugs and a little tiny redheaded boy. That's James and the Giant Peach.
Damn.
7 out of 14, dude. Fuck.
We scored better than 63% of all the other quiz takers.
Hey, fuck them. No, I'm just kidding. Damn, dude. Didn't do as good. So neither of us are from the 90s. Well, the thing that's annoying, maybe even about this list, and I could be wrong. Like maybe there's people that were born in '95 that knew more of those than I did. There's a clear, I think, line drawn between early '90s kids and like mid to late '90s kids. Like they literally say if you were born in '96, you were not a '90s kid. And I'm like, okay, relax. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you fucking need that so bad. But to be fair, you know, if you don't really start developing true memory until maybe 3 to 4, it's true. Like you're hitting the 2000s now as your childhood when you start having your first memories. So I resonate with that. You know, I'd say I was more of a Cartoon Network kid. And you know, enough of a Disney kid, and like I think I went through stints of each, right? But I don't think the 90s were explicitly like when I say like a Nickelodeon kid, I don't think Ren and Stimpy, you know, I think later than that. So because there was a period of time where Nickelodeon was only cartoons. So when I think of Nickelodeon, I think of like SpongeBob, which it debuted, I think, what, in like 2004 or 1 or something?
I think around there, maybe.
Yeah, so, you know, to be fair to the people drawing that distinct line, I'm like, I guess I get it, because it's like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess even for me, I guess, like, when I think Nickelodeon, my Nickelodeon was SpongeBob, Drake and Josh, Zoe 101.
Yep.
The cartoons, Fairly Odd Parents.
Yep.
Jimmy Neutron.
Hell yeah.
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 And then my Cartoon Network was still, I think Cartoon Network was still kind of always the same. I feel like they prolonged a lot of their cartoon shows. Like, I still had Ed, Edd and Eddy.
True.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah, they did prolong some of it. I'd say, by pure memory, the newest show that I had watched when I stopped watching Cartoon Network was Camp Lazlo. That was probably the newest one.
I remember that.
And then was Ben 10 on Cartoon Network?
Yes.
Okay, so it was either Ben 10 or Camp Lazlo was like the newest show when I had stopped watching. Like, I watched some of it and then I stopped. So, whatever time frame that would have been. But
yeah, and then Disney, I didn't see any really Disney cartoons. There weren't a lot back when I was watching.
No, not really.
I think it was mainly like Zack and Cody.
A lot of sitcoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny to think of. I saw this post that was like, it was, you know, modern, like, kids that are on Disney, and they're like, yeah, we're 90s kids. Of course we, but it's that trend. And it was so funny how people in the comments were flaming them like, they're like, yeah, you're Disney kids because we don't fucking know you. I'm like, okay, fucking 29-year-old, you know, Betsy, fucking relax, dude. Like, you're not the demographic anymore. That's so weird to be like, yeah, my Disney kid was Miley Cyrus. Yeah, you're old. You fucking idiot. Like,
Miley doesn't even talk about it anymore.
I know. People were like I remember like people were flaming Olivia Rodrigo like at the very beginning of the music thing because they're like, nobody even knows who you are. And it's like, Disney people who watch Disney now do.
Right.
Because that's the demographic. Dude, I'm not going to sit here and be like, Disney shows today, not what they used to be. Why would I be watching?
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
I think I stopped watching when it was like, I don't even remember the last shows I was watching.
Yeah.
Because it was like, it was getting real weird. I remember like, I think
Bizarrevark?
It was around then.
I was about to say, did you ever watch that? Henry Danger?
Henry Danger.
Why do I know these names? I don't know, but I never saw them.
Yeah, neither did I. There was one, it was called Bella and the Bulldogs, and it was about like a girl football player.
I know what the newest Disney show I saw when I stopped watching was Dog with a Blog.
I remember that show.
Yep.
Yeah.
That had to be the newest one. I watched a couple episodes of it, and then I was like, not that I had anything against the show. I was just like, it's time for me to move on.
Yep.
Because I was never like a Good Luck Charlie dude. Or
see, that show was good.
Yeah, I never really watched
that show.
it.
That was a good show.
I think any of the later Disney stuff that I saw was like at your house. Like, it was just on in the background.
I think I'll say it. Okay. I think Good Luck Charlie was like the most non-feeling Disney show of all time.
What do you mean?
Like it felt like it should have been on like Channel 51, like ABC.
Oh, gotcha.
Like,
yeah.
It wasn't corny.
Yeah, okay. You know, I have no, I guess, you know, stake in that thought, but I wonder, because there's things now I go back and I watch like maybe a scene from, and I'm like, oh, this is not how I remember. Right. Like, it's like way worse, dude. You know, so I wonder if you'd feel that way seeing it now. You know,
maybe.
I wonder, but But I guess also context matters. So I think you are right, because whenever I did see it on, like in the background, at the time that it was on, it was doing things like all the other shows were trying to do corny shit. I agree with that.
Well, yeah, it just didn't feel corny. It kind of felt like a different version of Full House.
Oh,
like, you know
nice.
what I'm saying? Like that kind of vibes. Like
That's
not
cool.
like on Disney.
Yeah.
And I think the cast was just solid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I forgot what was his name. Jason Dolly.
Is that the? Oh,
blonde?
yeah. He was like America's heartthrob for Disney for quite some time. He was on Cory in the House.
Yeah, he was like he's always been one of my favorites for Disney.
He's good.
He's like one of my favorite Disney movies was
Minutemen. Dude, I know exactly. Yeah, I agree. It was a really good movie.
That was a great fucking movie.
My unfortunate memory with Minutemen was I think the second time I ever saw it, I had the worst stomach flu I've ever had. So when I think of that movie now, I think of me puking into a trash can and being like, why? I'm trying to find God. I'm like, I swear to God, dude. I was like, I'll never fucking do anything bad again if you get me through this. 24 hours later, I'm sinning again. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Awesome, man. Well, I think that about wraps it up, huh?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, hey.
Hold on. I did okay.
Oh, yeah. My bad. I guess I just like blitzed by how your 90s thing went. Does this make you a 90s kid?
You tell me, 90s kid.
I don't know. We scored half?
I only got one wrong that you knew.
Oh,
besides,
true.
never mind, two. I didn't know the Pokemon.
Damn. That's true.
So I only knew two less than you did.
Man, that's a good point. Oh, yeah, you didn't know the Pokemon one or the Aqua one, which, yeah, both are not even in your wheelhouse anyway, right? That's tough. I don't know, because I feel like I'm not a 90s kid now. That's kind of what my whole spiel was about. I was like, maybe I wasn't, man. Maybe I'm a 2000s kid. Because like everything we just listed that I grew up on, like Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy was huge for me. That probably didn't air till like early 2000s, if not mid 2000s, you know? I wonder. So I can't give you a straight answer. I can't speak on that. But the comments,
All right, well, comments. Yep. You better give me a good answer or you guys can get out of here, fuckers.
Nice. On Spotify, there will be a poll, actually. So if you're listening on Spotify, it'll be like, the question will be, do you think Hunter is a 90s kid? By surrogate.
Yeah, you can say no. But we're going to get out of here. I'm going to eat these freeze-dried Skittles. I'll see you guys. My shorts match my briefs. I just got them last week. So if you see me in the street, just know these shorts match my briefs. I just got these on sale. I ain't paying retail. And no, the style ain't stale. I didn't get these in the mail. My shorts match my briefs.